So recently I went on Amazon and I decided that I'm going to buy one of those big old LED floodlights you can get for like vans and trucks, and I'm going to shove it on my tiny little Peugeot. I mean, this sounded like a good idea at the time until I bought the thing. I bought one of the 7-inch ones. 7 inches. And then it came and I was like, oh, it came. I'll stop with the jokes now. But it basically, when it arrived, it was massive, and I can't. But yeah, when it came, oh god, oh no, right. I am so immature. But basically, it looked ginormous on the car. So yeah, I bought this back in October, and I didn't actually get it done till late January. I had most of the circuitry done, like all the relays and the switches done before November had come, so it was kind of a wait. But yeah, so let's get into it. So basically, I haven't got a lot of footage, but I got as much as I could of us fitting it to the car. The original idea was to just mount it to the bumper, but after being called a twat, we decided to mount it properly with a custom made bracket to the chassis, so that thing ain't coming off, and it's probably going to last longer than the car will. But anyway, let's get into it. So there's the car parked up on the ramp, and there is the light I'm going to fit, and we've been poking around underneath to find a nice little hole on the chassis which we're going to try and mount it to, and there it is there. So we start by having a look around. He's poking around with a mirror to sort of see how big the hole is and make sure it goes all the way through. But it ended up being a bit too small. So we got out one of the old drills and drilled it. Oh, there's a noise warning here, by the way. So after we had the hole drilled out, we checked to see the bolt had enough clearance, and it did. So we measured it all out and proceeded to cut it up. So another sound warning here. Obviously the appropriate eyewear and gloves should be worn, but seeing as this is a proper custom bracket, we don't need that. So now that is done, time for some welding.
Yep.
So basically we're welding the bolt to the steel rod that we're using. Once that's done, put it up in there again to see if it fits, and now drill the hole to mount the old light to it. Once the hole's been drilled out, we test fit it again, see if it all fits in before we bolt it all up, and of course it all fits. All nice. And there it is, all installed, ready to go. And we tapped a hole through the boot by by hammering it. Typical British weather. Anyway, despite the horrible weather and the steamed up car, I'm going to, I've got, you just watched a video on me, I don't know, that's the wrong switch, that one. Just watched a video of me doing my floodlight, hopefully, if you've got this far. I can turn all these off so they're not distracting. So, basically, I'm not going to go into depth on this one because I can't be bothered to take all the wiring and stuff out. So I'll go into depth of what this stuff is in another video when I hopefully do my front fog lights, if I can find a place to fit those. So yeah, you just saw we got the bracket made up, completely custom bracket. Oh, I feel so proud of my custom bracket, which I didn't really make at all. Someone else made for me, but still. So the light is on the car, and I had the wiring pre-set up. So I've got a switch here. So it's taking the accessories feed, it's going through a fuse, just in case, because that is quite a high drawing current lamp, which then goes to a relay, which then that relay goes straight to the the light at the back. So the cable goes to the back of the car and it goes to that light. The relay is switched by this switch here. You might be able to hear it if I go down here. So yeah, the light is switched by that switch down there. So if I've got it on, we can go out. So the cable runs down out through here, underneath all that trim down there, down through the back. Oh, you can see it's already on. It's a very bright, very nice bright light. Oh, boot's quite stiff today. Go into the boot. The carpet, I need to try and mod this a bit because the carpet does get a bit pinned up by it. But, oh, the cables are getting in the way. The cable comes through into there. I've hidden all the stuff in the back of the light there. And there's a tube down there. So we just punched a hole in the back and took a tube down. Which then goes down to a lovely secret light hidden under the car. Which you can only see from quite far away, which is quite useful. Don't know how legal it is, but I suppose if I'm not a knobhead and I don't flash it in people's faces while they're behind me, I'm sure it will be all fine. I was going to put it on the reverse lights, but I actually thought, well, I kind of want it on a random switch in the car so I can turn it on. You know, I don't have to have it in reverse gear in case I need it. So it means if I need to do any work outside the back, I've got a nice little work light. There it is down there. I can't really get much eyes on the bracket, but it's very sturdy because of the bracket that will probably last triple the time the car will, because it's made of a bit of metal that's like that bloody thick. So yeah, and all welded together. So it's properly botched up. Crikey, I just realised how bright that is. I've actually encountered a slight problem. I don't know if you can hear this. When the massive light is on, I'm actually getting interference through the speakers. I guess there is one way around that problem. There we go. And as if by magic, we jump into the night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be quite quiet because it's quite late currently. If my phone would focus on that. But yes, it's quite late currently, so I'm gonna have to be somewhat quiet. And who knows, if I haven't scared off the owl while moving around here, maybe we'll still hear the owl. Time to brave it and go out into the freezing cold British winter at night. Right, as you can see, there's not a lot of light down there. Yeah, I have to be really quiet actually. It's really, really quiet tonight. There's the owl, if you heard it. But yeah, as you can see, I've got my normal lights and the DRLs on at the same time here. So, yeah, my stereo sort of flashing inside. It's actually quite scary down there. It's kind of, yeah, it's very dark. You can't see anything. But yeah, it's pretty dark. And I can hear a load of squeaking noises around me. Anyway, let's turn on our floodlight, shall we? Oh yeah, that's better. Actually, you know what? The camera doesn't pick that up very well. Right then, I did try. This is pretty accurate. That fence is a lot brighter. I can see the whole of that fence to the naked eye. Oh, there's so many things like moving down there and things going on. But yeah, I had to show it off at night. That light is ridiculously bright. I mean, ridiculously bright. That thing just, I don't want to go too far. It's freaky down there. I can't even see it now. Man, cameras are stupid. But yeah. But, as stupid as that light is, it's actually very useful, or it's proven really useful. It does cause interference with the rear speakers, which I will try and sort out. But it's really, really good. Oh, late night driver going along over there. But yeah, I'm going to try and mount the camera in the back of the car and then reverse around a bit so you can sort of get a gist. But bear in mind, this is actually a lot brighter in real life. Oh, right, so I've set up the camera again. Of course, it's gone dark again because I'm recording. It's a shame, because when it's actually before I push the record button, it's really bright and it shows it really accurately. But as soon as I push record, it dims it down. But I can sort of guess why it does that. But it probably doesn't like recording in low lights. But anyway, I've stuck it up on the car with my suction cup thing. So hopefully it stays where it is. Hopefully. So yeah, let's have a little cruise. You might be able to hear it from here. I've got kind of shouts back at the car. If you hear that hissing sound, that's the interference I get with the light on through the rear speakers. I don't know if you can hear it now, but it's now off and the interference is gone. So yeah, when you're playing out your music really loud, you don't tend to notice it actually. But yeah. I was going to have this linked up to the reverse lights, but then I thought, considering how bright that is, I thought that would be quite fun to flash at one of my friends while driving along. And then I actually thought, you know what, it's also probably going to be illegal if that comes on every time I use the reverse lights. So what I'll do is I'll have it on a switch. I choose when to bring it on, because I only tend to use it in rural areas, a bit like this car park, where there are cars next to me you can't see because it's too dark. And yeah, you really kind of need the extra light. The reverse lights do give some, but being so small it's not enough. But yeah, it's actually really useful. I thought it wasn't going to be that useful, that's why I never really did it. I put it aside for a few months. But now I've actually put it on the car, the amount of times I've used it in this car park while parking up and sort of reversing out down lanes and sort of rural areas and reversing out driveways, especially at night. And reversing the car around the yard with all the cars parked up and all the customer cars parked up, which you really don't want to hit. It's really good. I just had a tick from the back side of my car, which is nice and dark over there. I'll lock her up just in case, because who knows what's in this little neighbourhood that I live in. But yeah, it's actually become really useful, so I'd definitely recommend, if you know how and for the price, actually get one. I still, as I said, I don't know how legal they are. I'm assuming that I'm not going to get pulled over as long as I don't leave it turned on like a knobhead blinding everyone. I mean, it's just as annoying as a fog light, I suppose, so yeah. But yeah, hopefully you can hear me speaking over the engine. I've left it on to heat the car up because it's bloody cold outside. And my hands are frozen because I'm an idiot and I don't decide to wear a thick coat or gloves. But yeah, so thank you for watching. And I hope this was an enjoyable video. And of course I'll leave some pictures at the end to show how bright it actually was. Yeah, if you like the video, please leave a like. Got any comments, please leave them. I'd like to answer anything. If you want to know about how I did the wiring, please comment, because I didn't actually include that in this video, but I'm going to do that in more depth in other videos. So yeah. So subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.